That's quite nice. No way. Oh my, that is so delicious. Last thing I want to do is get bitten by a snake. No, not even worth it. G'day, how we going? I'm just out here for an overnighter on the water with Scotty's old boat. I need you guys to help me come up with a name. So if you think of one throughout this episode or afterwards, comment it below and we'll see what we come up with, and I'll let you guys know which one I decide on. Maybe there'll be a prize. Could be a prize. Let's get in the water. Here we go, camera in water immediately. Yes! Whoa! New setup, who this? Who this handsome fellow in boat? Just put jacket on. Just trying to find a camp. I can't go real far because it's very late in the afternoon. So we'll just find somewhere and get settled. Not bad views. Big old mountain. So I've really just come out here to test a few bits and pieces. The canoe, like rigging it up with cameras and whatnot. I also got one of the new Jackery solar generators, one of the 300 pluses. And I got that for a few reasons, but really I got it for extended canoe trips because it's nice and portable, but I'll get several charges out of it for all my batteries and equipment. And also on these sorts of trips, because editing takes up a big chunk of my time, I thought it would be good to be able to edit at night time just on those longer trips. So I've brought my laptop out and I'm just going to see how it all works and how it goes doing that. Anyway, enough about that. Let's find the camp before it's dark. Tell you what, half tempted to camp up there. Up on that big old rock, what do you reckon? Rock with tree. I reckon we could do a plow point off that tree. Okay. See if I can get out agile like. I have no idea how deep it is right next to here either. Come on then. I'm trying to find somewhere I can stick my foot without going into depths. Last thing I want to do is get bitten by a snake. Right here, that's for sure. No, not even worth it. It's an absolute mess up there of just little trees and branches and regrowth. There's no way I would have even gotten a tarp up there. So I've done the classic, go for the hardest possible option, waste a bunch of time, find out it's a no-go, and then it's dark before you find your actual campground. But you gotta do these things, don't you? So jump in canoe and paddle in dark, off we go. Just gonna go to where I know there's a campground. What is this bloke? What's this bloke up to? I'll tell you what he is, he's a distraction. sees another cool rocky outcrop, thinks, oh, that I could camp on top of that one. Don't fall for it, just keep going, mate. Keep going to where you know there's some flat ground. Yeah, absolutely couldn't. I know there's a campground up here. Oh yeah, there's a rope swing at this campground. Just work out where to get up. Oh yeah, right here. Oh, that's quite nice. I go up just there. Oh, this is lovely. Oh, we're actually on. No way. Just got ourselves a really nice bass. That quick. Wow. Alright, I'm gonna put him out of his misery. Just gave myself a bit of a fright then, because I'm very aware of the perch that you can't kill, they're protected. But I was certain it was bass, judging off the fins, the shape of the head and everything, even down to the colour of the eyes. And then just the second I knocked it over the head, I just really doubted myself, and I was looking over the fish. When I caught it and I picked it up and showing the camera, 100%, my instincts are just, this is a bass. But oh, there was a part of me that really panicked. But we're right. Alright, we've got a couple of nice fillets ready to go. I'll just set up camp really quickly, just something super basic, and then we'll get straight into cooking dinner, I think. Why not? Worked out well, because I had a really basic dinner plan. I just had like a big stick of salami and some white bread. So now it's gonna be fish wraps. How about that? I'm bloody Scotty's gone walkabout now, aren't I? Old Town Canoe, filleting fish, sandstone cliffs in the background, mate. Oh, Mum, look at me. I'm Scotty. This might have been from Kmart. I'm not, no word of a lie. Oh, this is it. This is the spot. Right, I'm just gonna get the tarp strung up between these two trees, maybe even that third one. And then I've got the Alton tarp tent. I finally brought it out with me, and I'm gonna set that up. And it might have been a good call, because there's a good chance there's a lot of goannas and snakes about here, so it'd be nice to be enclosed for a change. Probably a bit high, isn't it? Oh, whatever, eh? I'll put it where I want it. funny when you're thirsty and you're right next to an entire river of fresh water and you're just like, why am I thirsty in a place like this? Idiot. Happens. Get busy. Get busy whilst outdoors. Will he beat the light? Will he beat the light? Will he beat the light? Ooh, that rock there kind of sucks. Yes. Probably just go old school method. Not too shabby, eh? Not too shabby. It's actually quite taut. Nice. Guess what? My fish fillets are in that coffee cup with a gas cylinder over the top to keep bugs out. So we should cook that up. Let's go. Super simple. I've just filleted the fish. I'll cut them up into some smaller pieces, cook it in a little bit of oil, put some lemon on it, salt, on some bread. They're flatbread sliders. There we go, a bit of oil. I can't believe how good this smells, honestly. A few little goodies in here, you will see. Right, got some of that. For the morning, that's all I need. Bop, bop. I'll probably get 4 of these out of this fish. A bit of chipolata aioli. Alright guys, unfortunately we're doing these ones with phone light because the light that I use for the camera at night time died. That's alright, here we go. A little swig of beer, cheers. Alright, now my extremely hard-earned fish dinner. Just very simple, isn't it? Here we go. Oh, that is great. I nearly didn't come out tonight. As you know, I haven't been well. I'm now finally well. Woke up a little slow, just been taking it easy. And by the time I took Fango for a big old run and started getting my gear together, still sort of umming and ahhing as to whether I would go or not, just because my energy levels are pretty low. Finally went, you know what, yep, nah, bugger it, I am going to go. And then started driving off and the head unit in the car was like, error, can't use me. So then I had to pull over. I'm not going to drive bloody 3.5 hours with no music or podcast. So get on the phone, Google it, put in the error code. It's just like an anti-theft thing. So it's not broken. And I'm like, okay, well, where can I find the code? It's secondhand, so I don't know it. It's like, oh, it's in the book. I'm like, oh, cool. Open glove box. Not in there, is it? Because I was doing my online rego stuff. left it in the house. So I had to drive back home. I was only like 5 minutes away, but still. Digging around, find that. I thought, I'm gonna get there, it's gonna be dark, and I'll have done one of those classics. But we got out here, and fortunately, we got that fish as soon as we got to the campground. So moral of the story is, you never know. If you don't go, you'll never know. Never ever know, or never don't matter. Anyway, I'm gonna eat. Oh my, that is so delicious. I'm gonna eat this, drink my beer, and I'll get back to you. Oh, we could have a flatty here. We could have a flatty. There's a rat running along the coast over there. I mean, I'm sure there's plenty. I'm certain that was a fish on the end of this. If a rat bites me, I'm never going camping again. Maybe not. Maybe it was just a rock. So I mentioned this model is the Explore 300 Plus, which comes with the Solar Saga 80-watt solar panel, which I would like to say is pretty sweet. The back of this panel actually captures any reflective sunlight off the surface of the ground that you have it set up on. The Plus acronym stands for portable. The L is for long lasting. It has an LFP battery with up to 3,000 charge cycles to reach 80% of battery health. U is for ultra safe, innovative charge shield technology, basically meaning it has 52 forms of protection. Lastly, the S stands for sustainable. This is a next-gen solar generator that's whisper quiet, emission-free, with 4-way charging, solar, car, AC, and Type-C. The solar panel is really easy to set up. There is an extension lead and a Type-C adapter inside the internal pocket of the solar panel cover. You simply connect this to the solar panel lead and then plug it into the port of the 300 Plus, and away you go. It has a port for charging from the car, LED light that doubles as an SOS light. Charge time is around 2 hours with the AC port, or 5.5 via the car. I'll pop a link in the description below so you can go and check out the price, because there are a few sales going on at the time of posting this and I don't want to confuse anybody. So head over and check it out for yourself. Good morning. That might just be one of the best sleeps I've ever had while camping. I was actually able to do some editing with the Jackery last night. Yeah, I think it's going to be really handy for these trips. I might get out for a paddle. Might be nice, it's so calm out there right now. When we're young, we are full of imagination, adventure, and bold ideas. We don't spend time wondering who we are or who we will become. We think only of what is in front of us, around us, and what fun we can make of it. It isn't until we grow older that we start making decisions about who we are and what it is that we do. What is it that makes us valuable all of a sudden? What skill or talent do we possess or aim to gain in order to fill our spot in the modern world? Suddenly, time starts. You begin to hear the hands ticking over. Like that, there is a feeling of expectation and a sense of urgency within your life. We begin to act accordingly, working towards the person that we need to become in order to exist in this world. For many of us, it means letting go of who we feel we are inside, forgetting about the things that we used to live for when we were younger. And we let go long enough until we no longer know anything other than what we have become. If we are lucky, we find a chance to step outside this world and dip our toes back into the water where we would once swim and splash, and remember that piece of ourselves. It can be a very powerful and overwhelming experience, and we can find ourselves standing at an intersection, deciding whether or not to go right or go left, because we believe that that is our only option. And for some of us it is. We only have the time to choose one path. Or there are sometimes those of us who never worked out who we were meant to become. We either never tried or we tried and nothing ever stuck. And for the first time in our lives we begin to feel not like the ones who were lost and who fell behind. Instead, we begin to feel like everything happened exactly as it was meant to. And now we are here, having stumbled onto ourselves like some kind of magnificent miracle. Free to enjoy the world once again, just as we had done when we were younger. Not much activity this morning. Did a fish literally just jump behind me as I said that? Hone in on him. Hone in on him. Heat-seeking missile. A noisy heat-seeking missile coming your way. I don't think I've caught a fish from a canoe since I was like 10 years old, honestly. I'll probably fall in. Over the shoulder cast. It's easy. For me anyway. Pretty sure there's just like a little creek up here, so we might go for a little explore down there. What do you reckon? I'll set camera up, get a cool shot of me heading into it, and then I'll come back and get camera. That's what you do with YouTube. Cool shot. It is so calm through here. Magic. You could pretty much camp all along here. It's pretty clear. A little bit of a slope, but you'd make do. Same on the other side. So you can either go straight ahead, but I think we'll chuck a little left and just check out this little corner over here. What is this little magical spot down here? Pretty. Up out here. Kangaroo footprints down on the bank. 2 feet there, 2 feet there, 2 feet there. It's like beach sand right here. Oh, pretty. Just keeps leading up into this little creek. It's like a beautiful little rainforest of all the ferns up along here. I can definitely hear a larger animal up ahead. Wouldn't surprise me if there's wild pigs or goats or anything. Pretty snaky territory too, so I better be careful. Yeah, not much to see really. Just dries out and starts to head up through the mountains there, or through the hills. Oh, well, head back to the boat. Head back to the canoe, hey? This place has a very weird vibe to it. Very weird. I dare say there'll be no point, but I've grabbed the fishing rod and we'll just go for a walk. A walk up into there and see what we see anyway, regardless of fishing. More kangaroo tracks. It's very boggy. It's very lush green up in here. I just saw a lyrebird run up out of that creek bed as soon as he saw me. It's so vibrant down here. I'm not going to go any further. I didn't bring my gaiters because I didn't plan on getting out of the canoe. And prime snake territory in a dry creek bed, so. Well, there you go. We made it to the end of this little arm of the river. We'll head back and cook up some brekkie, have a coffee. Slick rig. Hear those two ravens communicating across the water? That's so cool. Well, prime time fishing is over, but I'm just going to have a couple more casts from the bank for one last shot at a fish. Because a fish brekkie would be pretty nice. Nope, fish are chilling. We too should chill. Looks appetizing, doesn't it, when it's got flies all over it? Just a little bit. I often find that it's not until I sit down with my coffee that I actually have the time to take everything in completely. Like my surroundings, the sounds. You see it and hear it while you're, going about setting up camp, fishing and whatnot, but something about sitting down and just taking slow sips of your coffee. You just take a little bit more notice. So I tested out the 300 plus last night. I just charged my phone, charged one of my camera batteries, and I actually charged my laptop completely up as well. I did a couple of hours of editing with that thing last night. So I think it is good for these scenarios where I've got the canoe or I've got the car, and I want to do some editing away from a power source, because when I'm at home, it's like 30 hours of editing. So if I can do even just a small part of that while I'm out on the trip, now that I'm full-time with this, that's really going to help me and provide a better life at home, that's for sure. So yeah, pretty happy with it. It's pretty light too. It's I think it's about 3.5 kilos, a little bit over 3.5 kilos, 3.75. Well, unfortunately the time has come where I have to pack this thing up in this beautiful place. Jump back in the canoe, paddle back across and head up to the car. Guess it's time. That bottle was sitting up on a rock there when I got it, and it's been annoying me ever since, so gonna take it with me. Okay, I've had one final little look over of the area. I haven't left anything. That goes for food scraps as well. Even the onion peels, I've taken everything with me. Hit the water, hey? See you, camp. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. I hope you guys enjoyed that one as much as I did. Classic. I said the classic line. Don't forget, if you thought of a brilliant name for the canoe, drop it in the comments below, because Honestly, I've tried coming up with one and I got nothing. I got nothing, and I want it to be cool or funny or meaningful. One last thing, I've started a Patreon. So if you want to, I'll put the link in the description below. Head on over there. Even if you can't, or you don't want to, you're not interested in like doing a monthly subscription thing, that's fine. Head over there and join anyway as a free member, because it's a great way for you guys to keep track of what I'm up to, and whenever new content goes out, it's a good way to get notified. And I assume I'll be able to shoot off emails from there as well, which will make things really easy for me, especially when it comes to like merch and prizes. So head over there, and yeah, thanks for watching everybody. See you in the next one. Catch ya. War is hell. War is hell. Need a dolly.